Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Get in here. Get in here. Just thought I'd put on my robe. I'm fully clothed. But I just like my robe because I know y'all like my robe too. It's Miss Tanya. Let me clean my lens because it looks a little sketchy. Oh, much better. Good morning. And get in here. Get in here. Get in here. This morning, we're talking about scalp care because I already know that this is an area that none of us have really been taught to do. So, God has anointed me and appointed me to get up on here and other platforms like over on Instagram, because you know my Marcel Irons got me blowing up right now. But I thought I'd come on this morning to talk about something a little bit more important, which is the care of your hair. Now, I know that we all are only used to hair styling. Hair styling means that you're not doing nothing to the scalp and you ain't doing nothing to your ends. That's not what I'm into no more. I'm into hair care. So, just like oral care, a lot of individuals only brush their teeth when you're supposed to floss and brush. But a lot of people only brush, and those are actually the only individuals in life that end up losing their teeth. Okay, there's what's called formulas, the results. There's results to the choices that we make. So listen, I had to realize when it comes to the head, you see, beauty school did not teach me. Now, I don't know about y'all, but the beauty school that I went to here in Denver, Colorado, actually, I was up over there in Aurora, Colorado. They didn't teach me nothing about the scalp. All they taught me how to do is style. So, all these years, I've been skipping the scalp. And no wonder so many individuals are suffering hair loss. Just like you're going to suffer tooth loss if you're not flossing your teeth and you're only brushing. You see, you're not following the whole approach of proper oral care. Same thing applies to our heads. So I do two brushes now because I see that this right here, man, is retaining my hair better than any product has. And this is one of the bigger problems. Everybody thinks everything is a product solution. It really is, especially if you want hair growth. Products don't grow your hair, y'all. God grows your hair. You got to pray. You got to get you some brushes and you have to exfoliate the surface. Listen, our heads is just like plants. You got to do everything to grow the plant, not just what you want to do to grow the plant. So many people wonder why their plants ain't growing. Well, because you don't have it in the proper pot. You are not watering it consistently. You keep letting the dirt dry out, and you're not pruning any of the dirt, the dead ends off of your leaves. So that's why that plant looks cray cray. And you got to keep going and buying fake plants. The same thing is happening to our hair. Good morning, everyone. You can you can use it down here too. You feel me? You can use these wherever you want to. But more importantly, it's for the head. And who was that had said that? Hold on, y'all. King Toxic. I bet you ain't scrubbing your head. You need to worry about your head. Unless you don't want no hair to grow, then of course you're not going to do this. If you're done with growing your hair and you hate your hair, then of course you're not going to exfoliate your scalp. And I know a lot of people, look, I'm trying to do this at the same time. A lot of people don't like their hair. They can't stand their hair. That's why they be braiding it and wigging it and weaving it and cutting it all off. That ain't me. Look at my hair is growing. I was having issues. My stuff was falling out, and I ain't never gonna braid my hair or put no wig on top of my head. That stuff is itchy, it's uncomfortable, and wigs are for old people or bald headed people, one of the two. So I don't know what these girls with all this hair wearing wigs for. Back to the origin. So if you love your hair and you want you to retain it, and you don't want it all falling out, you're going to exfoliate just like you exfoliate your teeth. The same analogy applies to our heads. And then I started saying, well, dang, maybe that's why my hair was so thin and it wasn't getting any longer because I was skipping my scalp and I was not trimming my ends consistently and frequently. And it's like, well, how was I supposed to know to do all that? Because beauty school didn't tell me nothing about a trim. I don't know why so many people think they were taught how to trim. Anybody on here was taught how to trim in beauty school? Because so many people think a haircut and a hair trim is the same thing, and it is not. Stylists, if a client uses the word trim, that means she don't want to get shorter. Okay. If the client wants to get shorter, she's going to say, I need a haircut. Am I right or wrong, y'all? Because there's a lot of individuals like myself, I ain't never asked for a haircut, except for once. Miss Ya in Arizona, I actually went to her for a cut, which means I'm going to leave way shorter. A trim does not make you shorter, my people, but you better start exfoliating your scalp unless you don't care about retaining your hair and you don't care that it's going to end up falling out. Because you see, hair care, y'all, is a lifestyle. It's not a hairstyle. It's something that you got to do every day. You see, when you go get a hairstyle, you know you ain't touching your hair. You trying to save the style, right? That's not what hair care is all about. Whatever happens in the shop on the day of service, you're going to wrap that the night of. You're not going to be like you do in a hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And this feels like head sex. It's almost like a vibrator for your head because you do it yourself. Ooh, and it feels so good. It gives you the chills. And I believe that this is what has me experiencing so much hair growth. You know, I thought I needed to take a biotin pill. That didn't work. I thought I needed to smear a bunch of oil across my scalp, which don't even make no sense once you do the research like I've done. All you're doing is clogging your pores, smearing thick ass oils on your scalp. Let's stop and make it make sense. Oil ain't never told you that it grows hair because it doesn't. I mean, our hair grows on its own. So all of these individuals that are trying to trick you into believing that they got an oil that's going to grow your hair, you know, if you believe that, hey, we're Americans, you can believe what you want, but there is never a product. Long as you keep thinking you need a product to grow your hair, you're going to keep running up a hill and never going to obtain hair growth because your hair grows on its own, y'all. I had to do the research and figure this out. And then especially these girls down south that live in all that humidity, but they trying to say that they grow hair. It's like, girl, what are you doing? You sound crazy because you live in humidity. That's the land of hair growth. Everybody's hair that lives in humidity grows fast. Duh. We all know this. So don't let that be you. Don't live in humidity and you out here talking about you offer hair growth services. Clearly shows you haven't done no research. And y'all stop telling clients that they need a protein treatment because they're having hair loss. Protein don't stop hair loss. That makes it worse. Did you not do the research? And a keratin treatment ain't gonna fix that either. Ain't gonna fix that either because it's scalp detoxing is what minimizes hair loss. So if you're still doing the same thing we've been doing for 25 years, which is shampoo, conditioning, and putting some type of a chemical treatment on afterwards, maybe that's what's gotten us into this trouble. Maybe it's time to stop using conditioner. Maybe it's time to stop adding oil to the scalp. Maybe it's time to stop adding protein and keratin and all this mess that we don't need, everybody. Like, do you want to keep struggling with your hair? Is that what we're all trying to do? Is keep struggling and never obtain betterness? Is that what the world and society has gotten to? It's like we're in a world of cheating. Everybody likes to lie now. What the heck? Is everybody following the social media trends and you're going to start lying too? Saying that you need a biotin pill to grow your hair? Saying that you need oil to treat your scalp buildup? Come on, everybody. We're getting too old for all of this foolery. It's time to do the holistics. Now, this is what I'm all about, everybody. And listen, holistics ain't got nothing to do with no chemicals. That's the lie that the natural tribe is up the street hollering. They put all natural on their products when it's got a gang of chemicals in it. And that used to make me mad, y'all, because my dumbass actually believed the stuff. Read the front and it says all natural. What am I going to read the ingredients for if it says all natural? I never knew that people was lying, straight up lying on the front, because when you turn it around to the back, you got salt is a chemical. You got chlorine in it. That's a chemical. You got, what else they be putting in these darn, alcohol is a chemical. So I had to realize, you got to get smart in today's world, or else you gonna be all jerked, misled, and brainwashed. And that's sad for us to be grown and you brainwashed into believing that you need an oil to make your hair grow and you live in humidity. That don't make no sense. Your hair grows anyway. And if that was not the case, your hair would look the same way it looked when you cut it the last time you cut it. So clearly, our hair grows. But there's 9 different things that my research study revealed that can make your hair fall out. That's what we need to concentrate on, is what causes you to lose your hair. Once you do that, you automatically will retain your hair. Then you get to notice your growth. Man, my hair has begun to sprout. I mean, I got stupid fullness on my hair that I did not have last year this time. And this is what I've changed. I didn't have to go buy another bottle of a product. I didn't have to go buy some more oil. All I had to do was get me this here brush. Mind you, I sell these on my link that's in the description. Yeah, I got a gang of them because I'm into my hair care. I care. I'm not out here faking it and braiding it and wigging it and weaving it, acting like I care about my hair. No, I'm actually doing the work. And not just doing the work. I get on here all the time for free, sharing everything that I do and know. So it's up to you to follow it, or you're going to stay losing your hair. You better get to my chair because I'm reversing alopecia. I got so many clients here in Denver, Colorado that they've been suffering hair loss, not just since last year, for years, for a decade. My last participant told me she'd been losing her hair for 15 years. Woo, good God. I told her, girl, it's probably going to take about 5 to grow it back. So this is what I want y'all to understand. In order for you really to fix your hair loss issues, you first got to understand that it didn't happen overnight. Just like when you get fat. You didn't get fat overnight. That took years or some months for that to occur. So you can't just book with a stylist one time and expect that individual to just fix your problems. You got to get with a holistic practitioner that's going to look at everything you're doing. You see, stylists don't look at nothing. They're just going to do whatever you say to do. If they say, color my hair purple and hang me from the stop sign outside, a stylist going to be, okay, hold on, let me go get the stop sign. You know what I'm saying? Hair care is a different approach, especially when you're with me and we've done the holistics. We're going to look at the whole. So when my kids first get in the shop, they sit in my chair and we're going to detox the buildup off of your scalp. But we're not going to be like snag-a-tooth people and ignore it and skip over it and then act like our heads are thoroughly clean. Because guess what, y'all? Shampoo does not clean your skin. Listen, your skin is scalp. Scalp is skin. It's the same organ up on the head that's all over the body. If your fingers was enough, do you get in the shower and do this when you're taking a bath? Huh? No. You get a towel. You get a rag. You get a sponge. You got something. Your fingers ain't enough. That's just like brushing your teeth with your fingers. I mean, you could do it. I used to brush my teeth with my fingers when I'd stay the night over people's house and I forgot my toothbrush. But we know that's not enough. So if we got all this hair in the way and it's not just the body, why do we think this is enough? This is how you shampoo a mannequin, y'all. That's what you do. So what in the hell are we doing if we got a black head of hair in the sink and you know that person ain't washed their hair in at least 7 days? What are we doing? This ain't enough. This don't clean nothing. You got to use a brush. Just like you need a brush for your teeth. You need exfoliation, just like you need exfoliation for your skin. So as long as we keep thinking that this is sufficient, maybe for white hair, you can do this, you know. The hell, that's like, it's not enough. So if you really want to elevate your hair care game, it's time for you to switch to holistic hair care and let's start getting at that scalp. Let's start trimming them ends, get that deadness up off of you and watch your hair thrive. Because I don't know if everybody's paying attention, but salons ain't as busy as they used to be. Clients ain't booking the way they used to book, and I know why. You know, being holistic, that's all I do is ask questions. And I guess that's why a lot of you are not holistic, because you're scared to ask questions and clear your confusion. How you gonna ever learn nothing new if you ain't asking no questions and clearing your confusion? I've done this for us here in Denver, Colorado. I have now figured out everything. I know why clients are no longer booking, why clients are not going and paying a stylist $80, but would rather go and spend this service costs $200. Wait, it was $185 service and you don't even get your hair styled? That's speaking volumes to stylists. That means stylist is messing up big time and running clients off. I ain't got no problem. I stay booked because I offer hair care. You see, I'm not lying to my clients and telling them that they need a protein treatment when they've told me that they're suffering hair loss, because protein does not fix hair loss. Hair loss is a behavioral issue. It's not a product issue. And if your stylist is telling you that you need a protein treatment, you need to move around. That clearly shows that that individual has not done any research. And if you're booking with individuals that refuses to research, that means they just hustling behind the chair and they just here to take your money. I don't take people's money. I fully educate every single individual that sits in my chair. Holistics is also a more concentrated arena because you have to individualize everything to the individual in your chair. I can't tell the client that came in at 11 the same thing I tell the client that comes in at 1, because the client at 11 ain't the client at 1, and the client at 1 ain't nothing like the client at 11. So you have to be spiritually in tune with hair in order to be able to pivot and adjust accordingly to who's in your chair. You can't tell if your 9 a.m. is a child, are you going to really truly do the same exact thing that you did to that child to your grown 11 a.m. client? No, you got to learn how to pivot and how to adjust. This is a bigger problem in the industry. A lot of stylists don't know how to pivot and they don't know how to adjust. So they're doing the same exact thing to every single client, which is why certain clients ain't returning. Now, if that's you and you want to figure all this out, because I know exactly why clients are not returning to the chair, reach out to me. My link is in the description. I'm now prepared to mentor anybody, even that stylist that has 25 years behind the chair. I still am ready to level you up. There's still some things that I can teach you because you're not trimming ends without making it shorter. I already know this. I've watched so many stylists performing a trim and you removed this much. That's not a trim, that's a haircut. So maybe it is time for me to train, mentor, and coach others that really want to elevate. And I now realize most individuals behind the chair, y'all, don't want to elevate. They could care less about making you better. Most individuals behind the chair are only there to get that money. So they're going to tell you any old thing, client. They're going to tell you any old thing just to get that money. You're not going to get rebooked. That's a problem, clients. And listen, if this industry is never going to change if clients don't start changing. Like, do y'all realize when I was doing hair back in the 80s and the 90s, the first thing a client did when she wasn't happy is she went and ran to Dora. Yeah, they would file an actual malpractice claim against us, and we would have to really justify why we did what we did. Nowadays, ain't nobody saying nothing to Dora. You can jack somebody's hair up, make it all fall out tomorrow, waste their money, and they ain't gonna do nothing about it. They just gonna go to another stylist. Well, that's messed up, clients. Why would you do that? Why would you not speak up? We speak up when we go to a restaurant, right? Right. We don't let a waitress come and bring us a burger full of, that was a bad example, some pickles. If we said no pickles, do we not go, excuse me, I said no pickles, right? And you only paying like $15, $20 for the meal and speaking up. Why don't you value your money when you're in the chair? Why do y'all get so quiet? Y'all get scared? Y'all scared of a stylist? Y'all some punks. You shouldn't be scared to value your money and speak up when you're unhappy. I've got up Team Denver clients that have done this to me and my daughter. Sit in the chair and you know you're not happy. Then get up and tip and you know you're not happy. And then go talk mess behind that person's back and you didn't say nothing to the stylist? Who does that? A lot of clients do that. So it's a misconception out here when it comes to understanding the why to that client not coming back. And I've done that research too. So good morning, everybody. What's up, Edwin? Hi, King Toxic. What's up, Kay? I love you, for. What's up, King? I'm gonna have to get me one of them. Oh, everybody needs one of them. This is like a toothbrush. Everybody should have at least one in their possession. If you want to keep the hair you currently got on your head, you better start exfoliating and increasing the blood flow. Because that's where I get them when they try to tell me, oh, I detox the scalps with my shampoo. Girl, shampoo lies. You see how this says scalp care shampoo? It ain't cleansing the scalp. It lied. So see, you got to be smart. And if you're not smart, you're going to be wasting your money. You still ain't got to have no hair. Let me keep going. Y'all, I love y'all because I love y'all. Thank you, B. Where y'all joining me from? What state are y'all in? They youngins call me Gray Bush. That's funny. Look, why is it that I have more grays on my snatch than I do up here on my head? What is that all about? Does anybody else got more grays on their shaboing boing or their snatch than their head? You hear it too. What's up, LaShandra? My daughter would love one. Get her one. You got to go get her one, LaShandra. Bishop, good morning. Happy Saturday. What's up, Miss Penelius? That's my boo right there. Penelius, you my boo thing. Bishop, you must be good luck because after you took me to 18, it just came rolling in. I'm currently at 34. I will keep, man, it is my pleasure, Bishop. I elevate anybody that truly messes with me. Most people don't mess with me because I think they're scared of me. But no. Most people don't really fool with me. I think most people are afraid of educated individuals. They like to hang around stupid people that brainwash them and tell them a whole bunch of stuff that ain't true. There's a lot of women here in Denver that actually love that. They love to be cheated on. They love to be lied on. And they love to be cheated and lied on. That ain't me. That ain't me. I'll shake you in a heartbeat. As soon as I find out another woman is involved, I'm going to shake you. They used to call me Shake and Bake back in the day because that was my biggest problem. I watched so many women stay stuck to somebody that is clearly making them unhappy. That ain't me. The first thing I'm about to do is shake you. I'm going to get away from you. It's easier for me to leave somebody alone that is making me unhappy. Way easier than it is to stay stuck to them. And yet I watch woman after woman after woman after woman stay stuck to these sorry ass men that's cheating on them, lying on them, stealing from them, having a whole baby on them, and you still loving them? What kind of milk are y'all drinking? Because you clearly ain't drinking no water. You must be at Starbucks every day, taking in that tap water filled with all them chemicals, because that's what Starbucks is. That's a cup of cancer in a cup. Let me get back to the comments. It is so sad that there are toxic ingredients in everything. We cannot win. That's not true. Cornelius, you just spoke too soon, too fast. Slow down, baby girl. Because every chemical is not toxic. I'm going to say it again. Every chemical is not toxic. Every chemical is not a carcinogen. A carcinogen means it's going to kill you, like bleach. Bleach is a carcinogen, but salt ain't. Salt is a chemical. They call it sodium too. And I didn't know that for the longest. I didn't realize salt and sodium was the same thing. I don't know why did they come up with all these extra words, y'all, to intentionally trick us? But all chemicals, my Cornelius, is not toxic. Just like sugar. Sugar is a chemical. I didn't know that. I'm addicted. That's why we're addicted to it. That's why we be doing stupid stuff like taking your candy to bed with you, because you're addicted to it. Sugar is a chemical. It's not toxic. You can ingest salt and sugar and it's not going to kill you. But then you got what's called toxic. So don't think like that, Cornelius. We need to do the research. Girl, you were supposed to hire me as your mentor. Had you hired me, you wouldn't have been thinking that everything got toxic chemicals in it. I would have shared my little chemistry knowledge that God gave me and helped you to understand that you're right. There is chemicals in everything, but not every chemical on the periodic table is toxic. Do y'all remember the periodic table? See, fooling with me, I might have to take you back to high school and take you back to the basics, because that's what holistics is all about. That's what I've done with my brand, y'all. Everybody is like, how come she don't use conditioner? Because I didn't start out using conditioner. I just took us back to my basics. I'm a 50-year-old woman. I don't know how old y'all are, but I was born in 1975. And anybody that was born in the 70s or 80s, you was not using conditioner when you was a child. Now, whether you want to admit it or not, that's on you. But I am a proud, confident, trippy woman that ain't afraid to admit my confusion and my faults and facts. And my truth is that I was not using conditioner as a child. In fact, I didn't start using conditioner here in Denver until 1991. I was in high school at that point. That's when the industry dropped conditioner, and it was for white people. They called it a repair treatment. At that time, we did not have no hair problems, so that did not pull us into buying some conditioner. Only white people was buying conditioner. So it was clearly told, clearly in our heads, it wasn't for us, and we didn't use it. It wasn't until 1990 is when VO5 dropped conditioner. They were the first manufacturer to come out with some conditioner. Then Paul Mitchell followed up with it. Then Pantene dropped it. And what Pantene did, which was really smart because it worked, they put it in a brown bottle. So I think a bunch of brown skinned people, they thought it was different. And for them, it was the same formula that was in that white bottle that first came out. Then somebody down in Texas, that's where it started calling conditioner a moisture treatment. Oh my God. Us here in Denver, we was like, a what? We was like, oh, how do you do that? How do you give a moisture treatment? Because moisture is outside. But see, I didn't have no knowledge and education, real education back then either. So when you're kind of uneducated, you just believe whatever you hear. So we was like, okay, let's do some moisture treatment. So we ran to the beauty supply store and bought this conditioner and bought the plastic bag used to go along with it. And we started sitting our clients under the hooded dryer, that's heat, with all them chemicals in the head, soaking it into the cortex. We clearly didn't know what in the hell we was doing, and then told the client, oh, you just got a moisture treatment. Yet the hair was jacked up after we rinsed the conditioner out. And everybody, I guess all these years have just been ignoring how jacked up the hair is after deep conditioning the hair. That's not proper result, y'all. That clearly shows we messing up. So that's all I've done. I've taken us back to my basics, and it's got me blowing up. I'm over 10,000 a month, and I only offer two services, and it ain't braids. I don't offer wigs. I don't offer weaves. I don't offer no K-tips, extensions. I don't offer relaxers. I don't offer hair color. You can't book none of that with me because now I'm into hair care. Ugh, I wear scrubs now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a practitioner now. I wish I'd have made this move, y'all, years ago. I was struggling up a yin yang, trying to keep styling my clients. That's a great way to run them off and frustrate a client. Because after a while, a client gonna get sick of a hairstyle and they're gonna need some hair care. It is at that point, if you're not interested nor educated on offering your clients more, they're gonna leave you. I'm gonna say it again. They gonna leave you. Just like they was leaving me. I had to stop, do the research, and figure out why. Once I figured out why, I was like, oh, that's easy. And I started doing it, and now I'm overwhelmed with clients, averaging 10,000 a month. I ain't never had a job paying me that much. I mean, I even sold my body before y'all wasn't making no 10,000 a month. I've even sold drugs and really wasn't clocking, not consistently, not like this. And all I gotta do is shampoo, treat it with my water, blow it out, Marcel iron it, because y'all know I gets down with that Marcel iron. Trim up them ends and then feather them the way I do. Because listen, a lot of individuals don't know how to feather. They're trying, but you're just not getting it. So they look a little funny. But leaving me, oh my God, my clients be catching. My clients will call me, be Miss Tanya. I just got 6 new numbers. I'll be like, get it, beauty, get it, beauty. Nonetheless, we gotta start caring for our scalps. And this feels so good. I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all want to keep losing your hair and keep being thin and having to add braids and add extensions. That's clearly because you're not caring for your hair. You're being neglectful. And that's not cool. There's a lot of mothers out here being neglectful to their kids, and it clearly shows because their kids is all wild and unruly. Same theory applies to our heads. If you ain't caring for it and checking on it and monitoring it and taking photos, and that's when you know you care. If you ain't doing all that, you do not care. And we know this. We need to stop lying to ourselves and just admit it. Miss Tanya, I don't care about my hair. I've had 2 clients there. They was like, Miss Tanya, I just don't got time to care. They didn't have to chair hop. I snatched the chair from up underneath them and told them, get up out of here then. I don't want no client in my chair that does not care. Period. I just had a young lady call me yesterday for some finger waves. Told her I don't do that. And you could tell she was shooketh because these clients just expect you to do whatever they're calling you for, like I'm broke and dehydrated. I ain't neither one of those. So I told the little girl, oh no, I don't offer that. And she goes, so you can't help me with finger waves? Did you not just hear what I said? I said, no, I do not do finger waves. That's gonna make your hair crunchy and brittle because she ain't here. From here. She's new here. She says she was from Houston. So she thinks that finger waves is safe here in Denver. That's going to make your hair crunchy, brittle, hard, and it's going to break off. So I'm not doing that. You couldn't pay me enough to possibly damage somebody's hair. I'm not broke. So I don't no longer have to be pulled by a client. Like I say no more than I say yes. And it feels great. It's such a power to be able to tell a client, no, you're not going to book with me. No, I'm not booking you. No, you can't. No, I don't offer that. That feels good. Instead of feeling like you got to be like, okay, you want purple hair? Okay. You a black woman and you want pink hair? Okay. Let me try to go to the beauty supply store and find some pink hair color. Learn how to say no, y'all. Get strong. Get confident behind the chair. Do some research. Figure some things out. Educate yourself. Because once you do so, clients smell that. They smell that, ooh, she must know what she's talking about because she ain't doing this and she don't use this. I asked her about hair loss and she didn't tell me I need a protein treatment. She must know something. And that's what attracts clients to you, y'all. You can't just keep going through life doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's how the feds get you. That's how the feds got me anyway, doing the same thing year after year after year after year. You're going to get caught up. You got to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change. Change is inevitable, y'all. If you stay stuck in your mindset, assuming that you gotta keep doing, you living in the same apartment complex year after year after year, you still driving the same car. I mean, that's what's up. I mean, you still working the same job. I mean, that's what's up to be stagnant like that. But did you know that there's better cars? Did you know that there's bigger homes? Did you know that you could make more money if you go get a different job? You didn't know? Bishop, like, share, comment, subscribe. This is a real sister that does real things. There is no phony baloney going on here. She is authentic and definitely official. I am honestly saved. Thank you, Bishop. And understand, Bishop, not all of us have a third eye. Bishop, you got a third eye. Your third eye is woke. A lot of individuals, especially women, they be like, I can't stand Miss Tanya. She talk too much shit. That's the toxic ass females. And there's a whole bunch of them here in Denver. I can't change them. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is continue to shine my light and pray to God. I pray to God that they touch their hearts like God has touched mine. But I definitely can't worry about them because I'm headed up. I'm leveling up. I'm not sure if you all have joined my IG channel recently, but my Marcel irons got me blowing up. I have so many stylists reaching out to me, asking where do they get theirs from. I'm inspiring so many women to pull them Marcel's out because in plug ups is pissing clients off left and right. The only individual that's cool with a plug up is a low density chick like myself, which is the minority of the industry. The majority of clients got a gang, and not just a bunch. I said a gang of hair on their heads. A plug up is going to piss them off and run them off. You're definitely not going to see that client again because a plug up, you see, doesn't get them dead ends, especially if you ain't even did a consultation. You ain't got a clue how long that client went without getting the last trim. And if you're going to try to slide a plug up over dead ends, them ends is going to still look funny, or you're going to have to spiral curl them in order to hide the fact that you ignored and didn't address their dead ends. That's messed up. You should be given a discount when you ain't addressing the scalp. Oh, I'm not doing the whole approach of like your teeth. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be charging the full price, y'all. What's up, Teresa? Hi, Queen. Queen, I miss you, baby. Savannah. Say it louder for the deaf people in the back. What's up, Savannah? What's up, TJ? Hi, honey. Hi, Erin. What's up, Aaron? Nobody in Texas have to do nothing. All these girls coming from Texas up here to Denver, and it is funny, Aaron, because they clearly ain't did no climate research. They done just hopped their little butts here to Denver and didn't realize that you just moved to the land of hair loss, honey. You don't moisturize here. You have to hydrate here if you want soft hair. Now, if you want to keep or obtain brittle, crunchy, does anybody in here, they like brittle, crunchy hair? Because I see a lot of adult women walking around with like kid styles. I know grown women that are putting their hair up in a ponytail. I used to do my daughter's hair like this. I guess that's why I don't do it. Right, like right now, I feel like a chicken head. This is not cute for me. Walking around looking like a child in their heads, and then they wonder why they can't get no man. It's like because you look like a teenager. That's why. Lashes and a big butt is not how you attract a man. You got to wear your real hair, and it needs to look good every day. That's the law of attraction. It's not all about how much money you spending on a man. Ooh, a man. It's how much you're spending on yourself is the real law of attraction. You feel me? So I'm not sure that I'm in an arena where women care. I don't think a lot of women care because it shows with how they dress, how they drive, you know what I'm saying? How they act, how they look, clearly shows who they are. Savannah, I don't even wash my hair every week. Dang. But I was raised on using conditioner. You must be young, my love, because all young people Y'all was born into it. So of course you think that's the only way. It's called inexperienced. You're not experienced in this hair care game. You were born into hairstyles and products and edge control and gels and serums and weave and braids, and we didn't have all that back in the day, you see. I was born into taking care of your hair. I was born into washing it every week. We didn't go no months. Y'all know I done talked to some clients that have told me they ain't washed their hair and I ask them why. That's like not brushing your teeth for 3 months. That's like putting a grill on. And do y'all see that there's a bunch of women wearing grills? Manly grills? Like, what are you think you're doing? Ain't no real man attracted to none of that. You're gonna stay single with a bunch of babies probably and wonder why. It's because you are not following the laws of attraction. I don't even want a man, and I got a PhD in the law of attraction. Do y'all notice I don't comb my hair when I get on here? And I got all kind of people in my DMs messaging me. Y'all should try it. Be authentic, be yourself. That's how you become attractive. You don't become attractive by piling a bunch of makeup on your face. You're not attractive by adding a whole bunch of fake lashes to your lid. You feel me? You're not attractive by dumping a whole bunch of stuff in your trunk. That you actually look crazy. So many women think that they are prettier when you've added a bunch of weave to your hair. You actually look crazy because you look so unproportioned, because we can tell that that ain't your hair. The whole purpose of adding enhancements is to try and blend it with who you already are. Some women got this much hair, but you're adding 19 inches of weave behind your back. That's going to shock our eye. We're going to have to figure out, like, what did she do? We don't be like, ooh. Or you got to be real dehydrated to be like, oh my God, she is prettier with all that fake stuff on her. And men, Bishop, I'm actually very disappointed in my men on a lot of different levels, but more so, why are y'all so scared to tell your woman that she's tripping, that she looks crazy? Y'all just deal with it and got us, not us, not me, got these women walking around and they really think that they're attractive. Listen, I had one of my clients ask me, because my clients ask me for all kind of advice, and she was like, Miss Tanya, how come I can't get no man? I told her, you really ready for my answer? She was like, yeah, Miss Tanya, how come I can't get no man? I said, because you dress and look like a child. You do not look like a sophisticated woman. You wear no makeup. Your face, you look tired all the time. You wear jogging clothes all the time, so it's all big. You wear tennis shoes, high top ones at that, every day. You do not look attractive. No real good man is going to view you as something he wants. That's a problem. That shows your mindset, shows you're a little lazy. Because any real confident woman, I mean, I wear tennis shoes every day, but it ain't no high. I wish I would put on a pair of high top tennis shoes. I'd feel, I wouldn't even wear that to go play basketball. You feel me? So we have to understand the results of our choices, and we need to really get it together, especially as women, because the world, God, is depending on us to get it together so that we can provide a better world. My granddaughter is in trouble. I can't wait to see the type of man that she's going to be dealing with in about the next 15, 20 years. I'm going to be right there tripping too. Like, who is your mom and where you come from? You know what I'm saying? So. Thank you, Savannah. Okay, so she said, but I was raised on using conditioner. And now since I was my hair maybe 3 times a month, I see a big difference. My hair grew about 5 to 6 inches within a year. Oh, okay, wait. 5 to 6 inches within a year. Girl, Savannah, you live in humidity. I live in Denver. Because you see what I just did. I just did the holistics because I ain't stupid. A lot of people are really stupid and dumb when it comes to hair growth. So now that I've done the research and I know what I know, you must be young, meaning you ain't 50 like me. You're a young child. My daughter is 32. I got a daughter that old. And my middle son is 27. My baby son, my youngest son is 24. I've been doing hair 32 years. Some of y'all ain't even 32 years of age yet. So my knowledge is deep. My experience, deep. My hours of practice behind the chair, I got over 300,000 hours of practice from behind the chair. Some of y'all ain't even got to 50,000 hours yet. You feel me? But 5 to 6 inches within a year, that only occurs if you under the age of 40 and you live in high humidity. I'm not stupid no more. Now I know that. Thanks, Savannah, for helping us know that. I love you, honey. Smooth wheel. I heard when you massage the scalp like you're doing now, it will rupture the hair follicles. Well, you heard wrong, honey, because I ain't ruptured nothing. You know what I'm saying? They say stuff like that because they don't want you getting better. And they know that a bunch of people ain't got no knowledge. So you can tell unknowledgeable people anything and they'll believe it. Just like you, Smooth Wheel. You clearly ain't got no knowledge, so you believed it. And they got you on here spreading rumors. You better stop. Don't you ever say that. That's like saying raking the grass is going to damage the grass. It don't even make sense. How can you rupture a follicle? The follicle is the hair shaft. And exfoliation like this is the best thing you can do because not only does it increase blood flow, but you're also kicking away any of the sweat buildup that may have dried around the follicle. So listen, this is a form of hair brushing. I just got the best type. This ain't no bristle brush. And we all know that brushing of the scalp is a part of the hair care approach. Remember, I'm not into hair styling no more. Of course, if you hair styling, like you got braids or style, locks or twists, you ain't doing nothing to your scalp because you're so busy trying to save the style. I had to realize that, like, dang, Smooth Will, don't be listening to whoever you listening to and tell them to call me because I'm going to need to educate them too and tell them to stop spreading rumors because that's the problem with the Black community. I don't even know if you're Black or not, Smooth Will, but I know in the Black community, everybody believes a bunch of BS because they ain't got no knowledge themselves. So of course they're going to believe that 2 + 2 = 5. They're going to be like, oh, really? Oh, okay. And then they're going to go run and tell somebody else, hey, 2 + 2 = 5. I heard that 2 + 2 = 5. You ain't even did the research because 2 + 2 = 4, fool. You can tell when people really know what they're talking about behind the chair because they be like, oh, I can make your hair grow when you live in Miami. Knock it off. Knock it off. Edwin, where are you from? I'm from Denver, Colorado. I'm from my mama's coochie. That's where I came from. Where you come from? What kind of question is that? Where are you from? I'm from Alicia's snatch. The sperm of my father. That's where I'm from. Where you from? Spraya, y'all. I don't say Spraya. Soraya. Finger waves doesn't break off your hair. That's all I used to wear for years. You must live in humidity, Soraya. Shoot, you don't live here in Denver, Colorado, and you clearly ain't got no climate knowledge, my love. Because you can't put no finger waves in your hair here and think what your hair is going to grow. Your hair is going to break off. Climate does matter. Miss Young, you must be young too. Because that's the only people wearing finger waves. You got to be real special to put some finger waves in your hair. You're so pretty. Thank you, Brianne Nicole. You pretty too, because it takes one to know one, Brianne. Yeah, my third eye is definitely awakened. That's what's up, Bishop. Not everyone's is. Most people of today, they sleep, walking around like zombies, straight sleep. You can tell their third eye ain't open. You can look at their hair and tell that they're struggling. Look at their physique. You know what I'm saying? I was struggling when I was chunky. I done got my stuff all the way together. I got a little booty now too. You know what I'm saying? There's some individuals that's got a bigger belly than their butt, and that's not what's up. We can fix that. I know how to balance that out because my belly used to be bigger than my booty. That's not what's up because your beauty ain't in the booty. It's showing the heck in your belly either, but if your belly is bigger than your butt, everybody's looking at your belly and they should be looking at your booty. So we got to change that. You got to switch that around. The bigness should be in the booty, not in the belly. What's up, Aaron? My trip to the South Pole and my observation of penguins. Okay, hi Tanya, what's up, guys? What's up, Stephanie? Grand Rising from Denver. Stephanie, have you noticed what is going on here in Denver? Huh? Like nobody wants to level up. People are cool with kind of being, not everyone, most people are cool with being broke. They cool with just waiting on a paycheck when you can go make all kind of extra money. People are cool with not traveling. You know what I'm saying? People cool with cheating men and men want to be with men. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy here in Denver. That's why I'm trying to move. Where you live? I mean, where you want to live, move to, Stephanie? Because Colorado is dangerous. Do you not realize the climate change is going on here? Everybody is having hair loss like a mug. And then some people have been brainwashed to believe that 100 strands a day being lost is normal. That is not normal. You got a problem, a big problem. If you losing 100 strands a day, golly, that's not what's up. I do not lose no 100 strands a day, and neither do my clients. Let me see, because I think it's hair wash day. No, look, this is the test that I do when I want to see if it's time to wash my hair. I ain't got no hair loss, so I'm straight. But there's a lot of individuals that you see a gang of hair coming out, and there's a reason that that's happening. You ain't exfoliating your scalp. You trying to just shampoo your hair. You think the shampoo cleans your scalp too, and it doesn't. It does not. I got so many videos to prove it. It's ridiculous, really. It's probably why I'm averaging over about 10,000 a month, because these women here in Denver, they see it like, dang, Tanya really does know what she's doing. Dang, Tanya really did do the research. Dang, Tanya really has reversed my hair loss. Dang, Tanya really do got my alopecia area regrowing in. You know what I'm saying? I done finally figured it out. And I've done this because styling had me just confused. I didn't understand it. Like, I didn't really understand what I was doing, having to spend all this money to go take all these classes to do something that was still making my clients struggle. Like, I tried everything here. I did sew-ins. I did braids here in Denver. I did locks. I did that natural. I did relaxers. I did keratin treatments. I even did hot oil treatments. Hell, I done did every treatment under the moon. I even tried to put kerosene in my hair because mixed with avocado juice, because somebody said that that was going to soften my hair. I've tried rice water, rose water. I've tried vinegar juice. I've tried onion juice. I've tried everything. And ain't nothing. Dang. I ain't even got one of my darn product bottles in here with me. Ain't nothing softened my hair better than my Water Beauty Solution has. And listen, y'all, my product, it's crazy because I see what I'm dealing with. Madam C.J. Walker would be so disappointed in all of us brown-skinned women, because I would tell her, I'd be like, Madam, women of today are not into their own hair. You see, back when Madam C.J. Walker was balling and doing the most, wasn't nobody in braids. Her homegirls wasn't wearing braids. And her homegirls wasn't in no finger waves. And her homegirls wasn't got wigs on their heads. They was doing real hair, y'all. So I wish I could talk to the madam, because I would be like, Madam, all these black women, not all, the majority of black women, madam, they don't even like their hair. They're not even caring for it. They going months wearing the same style. Madam CJ would be hot. She would be so disgusted and disappointed in the women of the world today when it comes to our hair. And I'd be like, yeah, madam. And then plus, they've been so brainwashed that they think conditioner is everything. She would also be very upset because y'all know the Madam CJ Walker didn't use no damn conditioner. She would be mad at Stylist today, watching them use all this foolery. All Madam C.J. Walker had was some shampoo and the oil situation that she made a pomade. That's a grease. That's a thick oil. Because she was a Marcel iron queen. I don't know if y'all know the story, but she used to make waves with iron. Like, she wasn't putting gel. Ooh, I don't know who started that mess, but that is not how you're supposed to do waves. Waves are supposed to be soft, Miss Young. They ain't supposed to be all crunchy and with a to it. That's dangerous business. And only young girls don't see a problem with that. Girl, you don't be doing that to your hair. What is wrong with us? Maybe that's why I'm 50 years old. That's why I'm making $10,000 a month, because I've done the research and I'm not afraid to redirect anybody's mindset. And then I'm noticing a lot of the more uneducated individuals are sensitive. What is this about? Y'all sensitive? I thought we were strong women. Everybody raise your hand if you're sensitive. Everybody should raise their hand, because these women these days, boy, they sensitive. A big butt, yes, smooth will. Yes, I can make mine jiggle. Y'all want to? I can make mine like move. You want to see? Watch this, y'all. I'm gonna make my butt jiggle for y'all, because this is something I didn't know that I could do. I really didn't. Watch this. Hold on. Y'all should know by now I ain't got no clients this morning, and that's why I jumped on here with y'all, because I ain't really got no clients. Let me see if I can do it through my pants. So hold on. Wait. Y'all see that? Wait. Y'all see that? I can make it jiggle. I could show you better if I took my panties off, but my rump is nice. You feel me? I've been working on it. Ladies, if you want a bigger butt and you can't afford to go do that BBL foolery, get at me. I got a holistic approach to everything. I got a holistic approach to hair growth. I got a holistic approach to hair loss. I got a holistic approach for your skin too, because I see a lot of women, y'all struggling with your skin. I see how much foundation that you having to put on, and then you having to add concealer under your eyes every single day. You clearly need some help. And as long as you keep covering it up with makeup, honey, your skin ain't never gonna get better, because all them chemicals in that foundation alone is causing your skin to choke. I am a licensed esthetician and didn't know all this. I used to put all that mess on my skin too. Thought that I needed some soap and tap water. Soap and tap water combination gonna keep you having a goddamn pimple, because the tap water done got worse, y'all. It's so much poop and women's period juice particles and puke in the tap water. Y'all think because it's clear, it's clean. Baby, tap water is not clean, y'all. Dang, it's got more oxygen in it than it's got water, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff floating in it. Y'all, haven't y'all done any research in y'all's lives? Dang, y'all just be sitting up here watching me on YouTube? You got to do the research, y'all. Can I get an amen, even though it's only Saturday? Shoot, I'm starting to get sick of all this foolery around here, y'all. Where are y'all joining me from? Mike, you like my lips? I like my lips too. They're a little dark for a reason, but I don't drink alcohol, and I ain't swallowing no pills. So are y'all out here still drinking alcohol? Especially those of us that are over 50. You trying to kill yourself? That's a carcinogen. That's a toxic right there. Actually, alcohol is a poison. I didn't even realize that. So busy calling it alcohol. Then I had to do a research study on alcohol. I went and toured a distillery here up in Golden, Colorado. Met the fine white boy that owned the distillery and everything. And he told me what they put in wine. I was like, no wonder that stuff be having us tore up, because of the stuff they put in it. And once you start researching, y'all, that's when you really, truly elevate in life. You're going to stay stuck in it until you do the research and you educate yourself. Because it ain't nobody's job to educate you. It's your job to educate yourself. We up here sitting around waiting on somebody else to love us, somebody else to take care of us, somebody else to buy us some jewelry. Girls, you better go buy your own jewelry. Quit waiting on these men or somebody else to do for you. Jesus, Lord, we are all adults. We ain't no grown kids. Jesus, everybody waiting on somebody to tell you what to do. You better go educate yourselves so y'all can get up here with me. Get out of the rut. Because did y'all know that? That y'all's lives is your fault? And that it's up to you. If you don't like your life, fix it. Don't be hating on other people. I don't know why she's doing it. I don't know why. Because she's appointed and anointed. That's why. Sure. And you should be wanting to do it too if it's positive. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I mentor people on how to do better. I ain't gonna ask you to take no shot of Patron. That's stupid. I'm not gonna ask you to go get a cup of coffee. That's dangerous. I ain't gonna ask you to smoke a cigarette. Let's go smoke a square. All of that is dangerous and clearly comes from somebody that don't care about you. Because if somebody cares about you, they're not gonna ask you to get drunk. Duh. Duh, I didn't realize that. I was so busy being thirsty for friends. Didn't realize the fact that all these people are actually trying to destroy me. They're not trying to elevate me. They didn't care about me. They just cared about what I brought to the table. Have y'all not noticed this about other women around you? Let's see. I knew you was young, baby girl. Born in 1995, but I don't wash my hair every day or every week, but my hair has grown dramatically. Why not? Why don't you wash your hair? Let's talk about it because I'm holistic. But Savannah, why don't you wash your hair every week? Like, don't you know that you sweat like you do on the rest of your body? You sweat in your head too. Like your head is not special. It has the sweat glands as well. And you actually sweat more in your head than you do anywhere else on your body. And to not wash your hair, you young girls are real different. You guys have a different mindset, different way of thinking, and it's a little toxic. Because I tell my clients the only reason that they go 14 days is because they're under my strict care. And I tell them, don't touch your hair. Do not wash it themselves. Because clients think they know everything. And clients be tearing their own hair up at home. I always have to say, what have you done? Then they be like, I tried to fix my bangs, Miss Tanya, or I tried to wash it myself, Miss Tanya. All clients do is tear up their own hair because clients think they know what they're doing and they do not. They even think they know what they're talking about and they do not. So Miss Savannah, I'm gonna ask that you back that up, reel that in a little bit. You way too far out there, baby. You are managing poor head hygiene if you're going more than 7 days. I shampoo my hair every fourth day, every Wednesday and Sunday. Tomorrow's wash day. Why? Because number one, your head starts stinking after day 3. And guess what, Savannah? You can't smell it because your nose is below the head. You can only smell what's below the nostril. You would have to do like this. Everybody smell their head. Go down, come up and smell. And if you smell something, it don't even take you to smell it. Ask somebody else to smell your head. And if it stinks, it's time to wash. And it shouldn't have to be somebody else telling you your head stinks. Like, do you not take a bath for 7 days, Savannah? We have to make this make sense because it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? To be like, forget that. I wonder if you floss your teeth. I wonder if you're just brushing only and not flossing, because that's a lot of individuals doing so. So I'm sure you're not exfoliating your scalp either. You're just shampooing. I have so much to work with you with, Savannah, to get you on track, because you are not on track, my love. And 95, let me see, Deja was born, wait, I had a baby. July was born in 95. You're 20, you're 30 now. Aw, you're only 10 years old in this adult life, so you still young, and you don't know half of the things that you think you should know because you're just entering in to your realization years, my love. I know you think you know yourself, but you don't, because none of us really learn ourselves until we get into the realization decade, which is our 30s. I call them the dirty 30s. So strap up and suit up, Savannah, because you're about to realize that going longer than 7 days without washing your hair is not a good thing. Because see, the results that you're getting now, honey, that ain't gonna happen and last up into your 40s and 50s. Everything changes, baby girl, once you get 40, honey. Everything changes. Your mind changes, your ideas change, your expectations change, your style changes, your money changes, your relationships change. Them 40s is the business. But you ain't there yet. But I would like to help you get there, because just like my children, y'all need help. Like I said, y'all was born into conditioner, so y'all got a lot of issues, you know what I'm saying? And I'm here to help. Click the link in my bio and you'll see my mentor options, you all, if you really need a mentor. Just like the bishop said on here, I am elevating and inspiring those that are truly getting with me. I just mentored a stylist. I doubled her income in just 30 days. I got her a Google listing for her business. She didn't even know about how to get a Google business listing for her business. And now she's getting all kind of reviews, and now she's being found on the World Wide Web. You see, beauty school didn't teach us how to get a Google page. See, these are the things that I bring value to, or, bring value to you for. Mentorship, everybody, is what you need. You don't need another friend. You need a mentor, because friends is going to have you taking shots. Friends is going to have you managing a cheating ass nigga. Did I just say that? Ooh, I think I need to wash my mouth out with soap. I did not mean to say that. Cheating old men. It's not so. But Savannah, I pray you get it together, my love. Smooth wheel. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I was told. But thanks for the knowledge. I hope you correct your verbiage, Will. Don't tell nobody else that. Oh, yes, I'm a black man. That's what's up, Smooth Will. I like your name. How old are you? What's your credit score? You got any babies? Are you married? Do you live with them? You know what I'm saying? Are you cool with your baby mamas? You got any health problems? How is your shaboing boing little, or is it really, really big? Because all of that stuff matters. I think men think that y'all are all the same. Ladies, men are not all the same. Some got some really small shaboing boings, and you really don't know this until you get ready to goose. Then you be laying there on your back trying to figure out, do I even feel anything? Just understand, every man ain't got a little one. Some of these men out here are hanging like donkeys. Have y'all ever heard about the DD? That's called a donkey dick. Girl, the dude I got, he got a donkey dick. Be breaking my back every time. I told him last time, like, ding, 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 ding. He finally came. So I told him, ding, 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 ding. I told him, go to your corner. Shoot, he started laughing. Like, I be feeling like I'm straight boxing having sex with him. Like, I be having to breathe. I be having to take a water break. Like, that's the kind of sex we should be having, ladies. Just so you know, some of these men out here just didn't get it. So just don't think that just because you got a little one or a cheating one, that all of them are little and cheat. Because they do. They're not. Y'all know I'm crazy. I was born in California, but stay in Vegas for the past 5 years. So I've been doing hair. You're a stylist, Savannah. We really need to talk. Because you in these dry climates. California's dry climate because the Pacific Ocean has cold water, and Vegas is a dry climate. You in the valley. Listen, I just had 5 clients move from Vegas, and their hairs was jacked up because girls down there ain't trimming no ends. They're ignoring the ends, and ain't nobody detoxing the scalp down there. I know you see the scalp buildup, Savannah. I can help you with that. I have an approach that's killing it here in Denver, and I'm not sure how much you make a month, but this 10 rocks is nice. Oh, it's nice. I average now about $600 a day after Square takes out the fees for the loans that I keep doing. But I ain't never made this type of money, and I only be working like a little bit of hours, you know what I'm saying? And all I do is detox the scalp, shampoo, blow dry, silk press, and trim, and they out of there. Girl, I was running up a damn cold ass pole doing braids. Braids take all day and a day. I don't know when we're gonna finally admit this crap. And I was only charging $100 or $200, and it's taking me 6 to 8 hours to do it. That's stupid. Duh. Like, you could make more money going to McDonald's. What are we doing behind the chair? You like want to struggle? You got to make that money, and that's what I mentor you on, how to lock. I put clients in headlocks. You feel me? My clients' heads be right here when they come book with me, because I'll be telling them, you're not going to be putting gel on your hair. You're not going to be adding serums to your scalp no more. You're not going to go past 14 days without washing your hair. You will be wrapping it every night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can mentor you. Let me take off my robe. Let me undress for y'all. I'm getting to it. Oh, I got to get off of here. It's 9 o'clock. I got to get dressed to get to the... Uh-oh. KK, you must be on here being disruptive. You see what happened to your little messages, KK. You can't get on here and do what you want to do with me, baby. I'm regulated. I'm fully monetized. And I'm sure the majority of y'all watching me ain't monetized like I am. This is another area that I can help you with. I'm making money. I just got a check for $119 from YouTube. I'll show y'all once I get it, because I don't get checks. I don't know who's going to get a check. I get direct deposits. I'm getting paid over on Facebook. I got like $239 from Facebook last month. But yeah, you can't get on here and do what you want to do, baby. You can do that on other people's lives, but you can't do that on mine because my stuff is regulated. I'm a 50-year-old woman, so I don't play the games that 30 and 40-year-old women play. You feel me? But welcome anyway. That's what's up, Stephanie. Me too. I'm born and raised. I went to, what high school did you go to? I got kicked out of George first because I was ditching too much. They said I didn't like school in the ninth grade. So my mom got mad that day. She got frustrated because I was wild and I wasn't going to class and she couldn't control me. So she got mad and told my dad to take me since he knows everything, and he took me. But that resulted in me all of a sudden going from Park Hill to the east side. And mind you, this was back in 88, 89. Crips was active here in Denver back then. I became one of RIP, but making me go down to Manual, oh man, that was a culture shock because all the girls at George Washington was like proper. You know what I'm saying? They wore like they wore penny loafers and stuff like that to school. You feel me? They had backpacks and stuff at George. When I went down to Manual, nobody had on penny loafers. They had on gangster Nikes, and nobody had backpacks. They had 40 ounces chasing it with little shooters of bumpy face. You talk about a culture change. And hardly anybody went to class. All the black people was ditching. Psh, so I'm ditching too. That's how I started gang banging. That's how I started doing drugs. That's how I started selling drugs. It's because I ended up at Manual. If my mom and parents would have kept my butt at George, I probably would have ended up smart like all my other friends that stayed at George. They all went to college and stuff. I didn't go to college. I went to jail. That's what I ended up doing. Y'all talk about a culture shock. Baby. Stephanie, I went through that here. Shoot, in Denver. Got all jacked up once I got down to Manual. Shoot, got pregnant in the 11th grade. I would have never ended up pregnant in the 11th grade if I'd have stayed at George. I don't think so. Because we was goosing in back of the gym at Manual. We didn't even have to really go get a hotel. You can just go into the girls' gym. We all knew there was these big old rolls, the mats, they roll them up, and you could go behind those and lay on the mats. We used to sleep, take naps, goose, do all that right in the school building. Look, we had a security guard. Her name was Miss White, and she was an alcoholic. We used to bribe her with alcohol. That wasn't the case at George. There was a woman named Miss Mack that was the security guard at George. You know I know the security guards because I stayed in trouble. She didn't play that. Miss Mack, you ditch, you're going to leave. She used to say, you're going to get out of my hallways. If you don't want to go to class, then you need to leave the campus. That wasn't the case at Manual. There was a gym teacher named Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown knew, I think because I was cute, and I think he liked me. That's why he used to let me sit in his gym for 4 hours, 4 periods straight. And he knew that I wasn't on none of them attendance rosters. That's crazy to me now that I look back. That's why I got sucked up by all of those distractions down there. You know, my parents don't even realize that. That was the worst decision that they could have did with me here, was move me from George to Manual. I ain't been right since, to be honest with you. But welcome. All right, Smooth Will, just one question. I keep my hair cut close to the scalp. I'm a black man. What oil is best for healthy scalp and hair growth? No oil is healthy for your scalp. The only oil that's healthy for your scalp, Will, is your sebum. Now, I know a lot of you all are not as educated as I am, but you do excrete the only natural oil from your own body, my love. It's called sebum. It comes out your sebaceous gland. You all can Google this. You don't have to believe me. But that's the only oil that's healthy for your scalp, and your hair grows by itself, or you wouldn't have to keep cutting it, Mr. Smooth Will. I know this already. Every week at least, you got to recut your hair to manage that short style or a result that you got. I ain't stupid no more. So your hair grows and you don't need no oil, Will. You need to come see me. That's what you need. You see, everything isn't a self-fixed thing, just like your mouth. In order to really obtain truly healthy teeth, you got to go see a dentist, right? You can brush your teeth all you want every single day, but eventually you got to go see that dentist to get the thorough cleansing, right? It's the same thing with me. You cannot care for your own hair at home. This goes for you too, ladies. A lot of women are kind of controlling and they think that they can do everything themselves and they don't think that I don't need nobody. That's what's up. But yeah, you do. You need help with your hair. And I can tell those that need the most help because they done started braiding, wigging, and weaving. That shows that you're struggling because anybody that has beautiful, thriving hair ain't gonna braid it. Period. I've done the research. Every woman in braids is not wearing braids because that's their favorite style. They wearing braids because they are struggling with their hair. So, like, that makes so much sense. I thought women just really loved braids like that, but they don't. So right on smooth wheel, Stephanie Netta. Everyone say hello to Miss Netta. Netta is one of my members here on YouTube. She's very special. All of you all are not as special as Netta because she's actually joined my channel. Miss Netta, I need you to reach out to me because I can't seem to get, I just pinned your message, Nettie. You're special. So you get pinned at the bottom of my screen. All my members do. I actually got some videos for you, Netta, coming up that I did to explain some stuff. So I need you to like start reaching out to me. My link is down below. You can message me through my link. You can send me a text message. You can call me. You can communicate with me because I need to start understanding what it is that you need to learn about your hair and scalp. And I'm going to start directly answering those questions for you in private videos that not all these other people will be able to see. So if anybody else would like to join, click the join underneath my name. You have 3 different options. I have a cheap package, I have a mediocre package, and I got that VIP monthly package. You get to decide how much you want to invest into your knowledge and your learning right here on this channel. Because as you see, I get on here and I have fun. Purposely, I have what's called a persona. I do not act like this when I'm with my clients in my suite. I am very serious and very professional. I don't look like this either. I purposely get on here without doing my hair because I'm trying to teach women that social media is not a place to try to catch a man at. It's a place to promote your brand and it's a place to engage. So I purposely get up and get on here looking crazy and I still got men trying to get at me. Proof and proven fact that you don't need a whole bunch of makeup on and lashes or fake hair in your head to be attractive. Okay? You guys got to try it. If you take all that off and try to go outside, you're probably going to get more play than you ever do when you all made up and covered up. You feel me? Your real true beauty, your authentic self is the most attractive self that you can display. I don't think these young girls understand that because I see how many lashes you guys are adding to your lids and you look crazy. Look like fingers when y'all blink. Y'all's eyes do this. It's so extra. You don't need all that. Get you a set of classics. Quit doing the volumized stuff. Only young girls do that. Get you a set of sexy, sophisticated classics that look like your own lashes. Remember, once you look covered and all made up, you're going to attract them cheating ass, them one men that aren't loyal and really don't love you, as I think some of y'all see. And you wonder why. Like, why does this dude keep cheating on me? It's probably the way you look. Gems, that's a like gem. Couldn't see the giggle because the comments were blocking it. You want to see that jiggle? I should. I feel like taking off my pants because Miss Tanya got back. I just don't show it because I'm sophisticated and I'm a 50-year-old woman, so I don't have to be on here with revealing tight pants. You know what I'm saying? People see it. People can tell, like, dang, Tanya's sexy. Thank you. I'd be like, thank you. Brienne Nicole, are you saying I'm ugly? I don't say nobody's ugly, but you might look funny. What did I say? Be more specific. Say, are you saying I'm ugly by saying da 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 da? Because I'll clarify it. Because I'm a 50-year-old woman, I'm not afraid to repeat what I've said because everything I speak is fact and it's truth. A lot of people don't like it because you all have been lied to and brainwashed and you know what I'm saying, persuaded into believing things that are not true. So I would say, I hope you aren't one that's got a whole bunch of fake stuff on because I didn't say ugly. I said you're not attractive. Those are 2 different words, baby. Pay attention. You might want to go get some paper and pencil so that I don't confuse you. Attractive and pretty or excuse me, attractive and ugly. That's two different things, sweetheart. Ugly means your attitude. That don't describe looks. When you ugly, that means that's your attitude that's ugly. And that can make you look funny if your attitude is ugly. Don't yell at me. I'm not yelling at you, Brianna. I love you, baby. I love everybody on here. Please believe me. Suggest about what, Tamara? I know I talk a lot. Your water is clean, though. CJ, no water is clean. See, it's another statement from somebody don't know what they're talking about. No water is pure. Even rainwater ain't pure, y'all. So when y'all see them lies on the front of water bottles like Aquafina and it says pure water, only people with zero water knowledge believes that, because all water is alkaline. All water got something in it. Even rainwater got something in it. So once you do the research, you see you become freed from the bullshit. But before you are educated, you're gonna have to rock with the bullshit because you don't know no better. That's a shame. That's actually pathetic and pitiful because we're all adults and you can Google everything. But if you're not interested and willing to invest into yourself, dang, what are you doing with your time in your life? You know what I'm saying? We got to do better, ladies. We got to do way better when it comes to life. Oh, honey, Louisiana, I want to go there. Ashe, honey. You must be a goddess. Only goddesses speak that language. Ashe, goddess. You must be a deity. You know what a deity is? A lot of individuals don't know that word, but I'm a deity, aka goddess. Yes, yes. Angie. The fine Whitley. Ooh. Smooth Will. I like you. Let me see if I can join your channel. Will, you only got 4 subscribers. I'm about to join your stuff. Hold on, Will, Smooth Will. I'm going to be your 5th one because that's what I do. Y'all come on here and give to me. I'm going to give to you. Hold on now. No, it's only letting me put you on timeout. But you definitely are on my list now because you've engaged. So thank you. Oh, Smooth Will don't care. Exactly, Netta. Thank you, honey. Hi, KK. Panelia said, remind me about the mentorship, the $25 per week. Do we meet once a week or once a month? Can we cancel at any time? Good questions, Panelia's. Mentorship is in my link below. I mentor on all kind of different topics. It's not just hair. I mentor on hydration. There's a lot of individuals that are dehydrated, and if you're not hydrated, you're going to be so sick in life. You're going to live a horrible quality of life. So I think hydration is more important over me mentoring you on your hair because we got to get the insides right before you can expect or start caring for the outsides, right? So many people think they can work on the outside and expect to have healthy hair and your insides is jacked up. Those two don't go together. I tell so many ladies, you can't just come book with me and keep drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes and you ain't eating right and expect your hair to be healthy. I don't have no magic wand. You got to do the work. I do the work. I eat right. I drink right. And I care for my external body right too. You feel me? So $25 a week is my cheapest package. I wanted to create what I call a cheap package for individuals that may not make as much money as those that are able to afford $600 a month or $1,200 a month. So I wanted to also provide alternative payment options. So I'm not thirsty for money. This is why I'm going to let you chop up $100. That's not a lot of money when we're talking a monthly amount. You spend more than that on Starbucks and Popeyes in a month. But yes, I've given everyone an option to pay me weekly so it doesn't hurt your pocket. But that package, you only get my time 1 hour or per week. I'm sorry, 1 hour a month. We only meet once a month because that's only $100 and it's only for 1 hour. However, the package clearly states that you get 24/7 email access to me. So you can send an email as many times as you want, as often as you want, and anytime you want. However, we both know that I'm going to get to that email when I feel like it versus when we're on the one-on-ones. And when you on a one-on-one with me, as you can see, I love to talk. And when I'm mentoring, I don't be wasting your time. Nah, because we're going to do everything with purpose and strategy. So we have topics. do a one-on-one meeting with you where I follow up. I check on things. I give you homework. You feel me? I follow up. I check. You know what I mean? It's bomb. It's dope. Go to my Google page, Penelius, and scroll, and you'll be able to read. There's like I got at least 4 or 5 stylists that have left a Google review on my Google page about their result and their experience by being my mentee. No money wasted with me. You're going to learn so much. I'm going to teach you more than school taught you. I'm going to explain more than your doctors is explaining to you. And I'm going to do and explain more than any stylist has ever told you as well. So each time we meet, you're going to leave me inspired, elevated, because you're going to learn something new every time we meet. So there's no contracts. You can cancel anytime. You go to your little sign up thing because you'll get the notifications every week. You can always cancel it at any time. You can leave, come back. Sometimes we get a financial disruption of the budget. You can always just come back. You feel me? But it's 9:30 now. I have to get off of here because I need to get to the holistic suite and open at 11. I have an 11, I have a 1, I have a 3, and I have a 5. I'll be done by 7, and I'm going to make over 700 today. So I love you all for let me get through these comments. I love you all for joining me out here. I'm born and raised. I was just in New York, Will. I stayed at the Pentry, downtown Manhattan. I kicks it with Country Wayne and them. So he was in town, and we all stayed at the Pentry is where we be staying, downtown Manhattan. That was dope. Like we was like right up the street from Macy's and everything. Thank you, Smooth Will. I've been around a zillion personalities like you. You're entertaining. Thank you, Smooth Will. Let's meet. Google me. I'm like Tupac. I ain't hard to find. You can Google. I got a Wikipedia page. You can go to Google, type in Tanya Mason, and you're going to see all my social media pages. You'll see my LinkedIn, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Google, my YouTube, everything. I'm not hard to really find if you really want to look for me. You feel me? So thank you, Smooth Will, for being you. KK, I love you. Oh, KK, I thought it was my moderator getting you. Was you getting at me? And you are verified. Wait a minute. No, you're not. Wait. Are you monetized, KK? Because you know I'm fully monetized. Much peace and love to you. I love you too, Will. Just sassy enough. I love you too, my love. This is Karen. You have done mine and my children hair times. Karen, KK, Divine's World. Karen, you know I've been doing hair a long time here. I'm 32 years behind the chair this year. I've touched over 5,000 heads here in Denver, Colorado, just over in the past 5 years. So you got to remind me a little bit more, baby, because I don't remember. But I will. Make sure you reach out to me. My link is in the description, okay? Just so you know, because I love y'all. I love all y'all. Okay, oh, dang. Y'all been engaging today. Hold on. Smooth Will says, I don't live in New York anymore, but I'm a native New Yorker. Where you live now, Smooth Will? KK said, I thought we were cool. KK, we are. We cool, KK. You look like you know who. Who do I look like? Because I've been told I look like a lot of individuals. Most people be like, Tanya, you look just like your daughter Deja. And I mean, you mean she look just like me? People think we're twins when we're together. Natural oils. No such thing as a natural oil. Only natural oil. No such thing as a natural oil. You have an organic oil that's derived from the body, but you don't have a natural oil because natural means that it was derived from the earth, from nature. And the second definition of natural says non-man-made. So we can lie about stuff all we want, KK. I don't like lying. I'm 50 now. I've spent years lying, telling clients that I got a natural oil or that an oil is going to grow their hair. We need to stop with the madness because it's really, really causing us to, stylists to struggle. Clients ain't stupid no more. So don't say that no more. There's no such thing as a natural oil. There's safe oils, and there is an organic oil, and that's sebum, because you excrete it yourself. If you're buying an oil off the market, a white person probably made that, even though it's got the black word on it. We need to understand how things work, right? So that we're not so brainwashed. Auntie, what's the best way to detangle hair? You got to use my water beauty solution and then use a wide tooth comb. Don't be trying to detangle hair, y'all, with these rat tails. Y'all like my gold rat tails? I got gold clips too. Ain't that balling? I'm gonna have gold everything in the shop in a minute. But if y'all know anything about Miss Tanya, I love gold. All my rings are real. I know there's a lot of women wearing fake jewelry these days. That ain't me. My earrings are real. My necklace, this is a Cuban herringbone. Anybody ever seen a Cuban herringbone? Because I never heard of it. This joint was $2,000 and look how skinny it is. My bracelets, okay? This one here, this is a Figaro link. This here was $300 by itself. I wear it every day. It never returns. That's when you know you got real gold. And this here, y'all, this is called generational jewelry that I'm going to give to my granddaughter. Y'all see what that says? You know, I'm the brand owner and the founder of My Water Beauty Solutions. So I invested, and this is a Cuban link too. And I put a carat. Y'all see them diamonds? I crushed a carat and had him. This is custom too. But I'll be passing this down to my granddaughter because it has my water. And y'all see I got even my trademark symbol. This was expensive to do. But and then my watch game, you feel me? My watch game ain't small. You feel me? I only do Michael Kors. It's got to have diamonds on it for me to wear it. And it can be cheap. You feel me? I don't know what made me just show y'all all that, but I love gold. And I'm not fake about anything. I don't wear fake lashes. I don't wear fake nails. I don't wear fake jewelry. I don't have a fake booty. I don't have fake hair. You feel me? I have finally obtained the true law of attraction because these dudes is getting at me. I just had Jim Jones reach out to me. Y'all know who Jim Jones is? I might be headed to Harlem with Smooth Will to meet me, Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I got Emil Pinnock here in Denver. No, I don't got him, but Emil is here. I think and I pray I'm going to see him before he flies back out. Some of y'all don't even know who these people are. Smooth Will, your hair looks healthy and nice. Thank you, Smooth Will. Your own hair growing out your scalp. It's because I be exfoliating. And if you don't have a brush, y'all, just use your fingers. You can use your fingers to increase blood flow, but this does not cleanse your hair. It increases blood flow. So while y'all sitting there watching me, get your fingers and just get to going. Spend some time with your scalp. Stop neglecting it. Maybe your hair will grow too. I like smelling my scalp. You're missing a lot of my comments, reading them out of sequence. It's a lot of comments, Smooth Will. Why don't you call me? My number, I ain't hard to find. My number is on the web. Go to my Google page. You see my phone number. Send me a text. You feel me? Then we can really talk. Okay, have a wonderful day. All right, y'all, finally made it to the bottom. Jojoba oil is the best because it's closest to the natural. You are right. You are right. Exactly what I have on my bathroom counter. I like jojoba. I like argan oil as well, but you are right. Mineral oil is killing it in my salon. But I have to put the mineral oil in an atomizer in order to not clump it onto my hands. So you're right, Smooth Will, and I like you. I like you a lot. I like you a lot, Will. I want to meet you, Will. Oh, I just took a class, and I took a communication class because I also want to be a public speaker. And they told me that I have a habit of pointing, which is true. My mama used to do this. Did not tell you. So I grew up doing it. And they told me to use your pinky or all your fingers. They said it's not as offensive. I was like, God, nobody ever told me that before. So I got to quit doing this and I got to learn how to do this, or I got to learn how to use all my hands when I'm really doing like this. You feel me? Just stuff I've learned. All right, y'all. Smooth Will, I want to meet you. I want to talk more to you. I always seem to connect with someone new because I see that God has anointed me to speak well. I would love to be a public speaker, share my story on cancer, how I survived cancer without chemo or treatment, how I survived 2-time felony arrests and didn't end up in jail for the rest of my life. You feel me? And I didn't snitch on nobody either. I can share all of these amazing stories. You know what I'm saying? How I got choked out one night by a man because he wanted to run his sheboying up my anal canal because I said no. And he was so controlling. You know, some men are aggressively controlling. So because I told him no, he decided to choke me out and did it anyway. I woke up, butt was filled with funny. I couldn't poop right for days. It's probably why I don't do anal to this day. But I can explain so much to y'all as to why I'm on the level that I'm on now. And let me tell you, honey, I ain't had no silver spoon up in my mouth at no time in my upbringing. I've had it hard, hard, had it hard. But I made it through the wilderness, y'all. And more importantly, there's a lot of other women that make it through the wilderness, but they ain't willing to turn around and go get nobody else and help them through the wilderness. That's where I'm different, everyone. I'm willing to help you. I'm going to take time out my busy day and my amazing lifestyle to help you about yours so you can get up here with me. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Have a great Saturday. Let me go make this money, this shmoney, and I'll holler at y'all probably tomorrow morning, okay? Love y'all. Thanks for joining. Bye.